Example 1. We'll start by finding the surname Harris in the list of personal data. When searching, it's best to use the Ctrl F keyboard shortcut. It's easy to remember since the word find begins with the letter F. We can also select the magnifier icon, Find and Select, from the Home tab, and then click on Find. We are presented with a window, and in the box, enter the surname you need to find and click on Find Next. The active cell moves to the first place where the surname appears. As you can see, in this example, using the default settings, this command doesn't recognize a difference between a capital and a lowercase h. When you click Find Next again, either the active cell goes to the next position in which the name is entered, or nothing happens, like in our example, which means that the name only occurs once. If we enter the surname Johnson and click Find All, a list will be displayed with the addresses of all the cells that contain the name Johnson. The active cell will be removed to the first of these cells. If the table which we are working on is very large, and our computer is not very fast, it's possible to select an area to search before selecting the Find command, which would significantly speed up the operation. Similarly, if you want to search in only one part of the table, select it and the search will be limited accordingly. Whenever there's more than one cell selected, only the selected area will be searched, so if you want to search the whole worksheet, you need to make sure that you have only selected a single cell before starting your search. We can also search multiple sheets at once. Before clicking Find, select the sheets you want searched. To select multiple sheets at once, use the Ctrl or Shift keys and click on the sheet's names. This is the same for Replace as well. Example 2. Let's look at the word sample. The find command doesn't factor in other text in the cell. This example shows that the word sample was found in 3 cells, despite being preceded by other characters. Also, the S at the end is ignored. We know that the data was typed in, sometimes with errors, the most common being N instead of M. To find sample, even those with spelling mistakes, we'll use a question mark symbol. The question mark symbol represents any letter, and the asterisk symbol represents a combination of letters. Example 3. In this example, the group of sales representatives has been divided into 3 categories, depending on the number of customers in their target. Category 3 contains representatives with 1 to 49 customers, etc., according to the table in columns J to K. We'll now use the Replace tool to change the category names 1, 2, and 3 to the number of clients. Because we don't want to replace the numbers 1, 2, and 3 in this worksheet with the number of customers, it's necessary to select column G before replacing. The Replace tool can also be found in the Home tab under the magnifier icon. Find and select, then Replace. People who use Excel a lot save time by learning the Ctrl H keyboard shortcut. If we replace 3 with 1 to 49, Excel will automatically perform a calculation, and instead of marking the interval 1 to 49, we'll get minus 48, which is the result of subtracting 49 from 1. Obviously, we don't want a subtraction. 1 to 49 is a description of the range specifying the number of clients. So whenever we want numbers to be treated as text, put an apostrophe in front of it. Excel doesn't put an apostrophe symbol in the cell when it's at the beginning of some text. Click Replace All. Excel replaces the information and displays a window indicating the number of replacements that were made. Then repeat the same procedure, replacing 2 with 50 to 100. Excel made 15 replacements. A problem arises when we try to change category 1 to more than 100. The number 1 also appears in the names of the categories 1 to 49 and 50 to 100, and those ones would also be replaced. So let's proceed and watch the disaster unfold. The keyboard shortcut Ctrl-Z is every Excel user's best friend. It undoes the last actions. To avoid this, click the Options button. Select Match the entire cell contents. This useful option is worth remembering. Sometimes the Match Case option is also used, but the others are not as popular. After selecting Match the entire cell contents, click Replace All, and now we have what we wanted. Example 4. The replace tool is also often used to delete unnecessary characters in cells. In this example, the person working with this table decided that the product word for each product name is unnecessary. It's enough to just have it in the header. Select the area you want to delete this word from. Then open the Find and Replace window. It remembers the last used settings, so we need to deselect the Match the entire cell contents option that we used in the previous example. Also note that even when the options are closed, the ones made in previous replacements will still be applied. In the Replace box, enter the word Product with a space after it, leaving the Replace With box empty. Click Replace All, and our work here is done. Example 5. Replace can also be used to change data in formulas and addresses, for example to change which worksheet a formula refers to without changing the formula itself. In this example, 4 formulas with links will be copied and their references will be changed so that they refer to another worksheet with the same structure. The formulas currently refer to the Russia worksheet. Here is the Russian worksheet. This is the worksheet for the United States, and as you can see, they have exactly the same layout. We'll copy the formulas from the Russia column to the United States column and select them. They are currently using the data from the Russia worksheet. Using the Find and Replace window, type Russia in the Find What box and United States in the Replace With box. Just a note here, surrounding the name United States in apostrophes is necessary because sheet names containing one or more spaces must start and end with an apostrophe. Using apostrophes with worksheet names that don't contain spaces is also valid. Excel has made 4 replacements, and the formulas now use the data from the new worksheet. Just watch out. Due to a glitch with Microsoft Excel 2016, switching to another program when Excel is displaying a window informing you about the number of replacements may cause Excel to crash and lose your unsaved work. Thank you for watching Lesson 6 of the Excel for Beginners course. I recommend you watch all the lessons from the Excel for Beginners and Advanced Excel courses, and then check your skills by doing the Excel job interview tests, which are at the end of the Advanced Excel course. The next lesson is about the status bar.